Well, a YouTuber now, apparently. Hello everyone, this is new for me. I wanted to make a YouTube series where I'm just brutally honest about my mental health, about how I felt that week, what made me happy, what made me sad, my achievements, my goals for the next again week, and then of course you guys as well. I want this to be some sort of outlet where even if you make a fake account and come and talk in the comments, speak up about what you're struggling with, and hopefully it just creates this community of people who help each other and stuff. I think that would be really cool. I feel as if this is going to be really beneficial for me in the way where I'm sort of forced to analyse my own emotions and own thought patterns. I've never done that, so I definitely think that could be really helpful, because I definitely lack in emotional intelligence. Sometimes I would plummet and then I would just hit a depressive episode and I don't realise until afterwards, and then I sort of stop talking to people. I just completely eradicate myself from the face of the earth and then live with the guilt afterwards when I realise that I've ignored everyone and I've just sort of not done any work and just become a potato. So I thought making a series like this where I upload maybe every Sunday, I think, would be the best sort of day every week to upload, because it kind of makes sense, because it's like Sunday's the last day of the week and then it's just about to enter another week, so it makes sense if I'm going to be evaluating how that week went. Right off the bat, the very first question would be, on a scale from 1 to 10, how was my mental health this week? I would say a 7 out of 10. It was just relatively smooth sailing. The second question is, what made me happy this week? There's a few things that actually did make me happy. It's quite weird when you actually start to observe it and you do start to realise that stuff does actually make you happy. But I know that sounds a bit mad, but once you start to sort of draw more attention to the positive feelings and emotions rather than the negative emotions, you actually start to realise that you're not as bad as you might have thought. The first thing that made me happy was booking mine and my mum's trip to Orlando in Florida. I've always been massively into theme parks and stuff on quite a obsessive level. I always used to say to everyone that like theme parks and stuff are my happy place, which they are. How can you be fucking sad when Mickey Mouse is like, oh, fucking, oh, it's quite a challenge to feel sad in a theme park, especially like Disneyland or Alton Towers or Blackpool Pleasure Beach. They're brilliant. I love them. I also finished working on this project that is massive. I can't say too much about it just now, but you'll find out. Another thing that made me happy is because it was making me panic. 2 of my kittens recently got neutered, and we had a little bit of a scare because Shadow, the little black kitten, we took him to the vet, we got them neutered, got them back, and then the next again day, I noticed that Shadow was excessively licking his scrotum. I went to open the living room curtains, and on the window ledge was just blood. There was just so much blood, and it was traumatic. It was like Saturday, Friday 13th. Obviously, I went into a panic. Then phoned up the vet and tried to explain over the phone in the least graphic way possible that my cat has opened his wound and his balls are bleeding. Well, scrotum. He's no got balls anymore. They're long gone. We took him to the vet, glued up his balls, and the vet said basically to not let him lick it. So we went to the pet shop and got the cone, and it just kept on getting it off and getting it off and getting it off, and it was so stressful. So then went to the pet shop again and got him like this inflatable donut thing. Put it on him. Thought everything was fine. I was like, right, I can chill. Turns out I can't, because I shit you not, it literally he stared at me with this donut and then just took it right off. So then I take it, blow it all the way back up so it's bigger, and then tie it tighter around his neck, thinking that we're sorted. So then again, looks me right in the eye with this donut wrapped around his neck and just starts licking his balls with the donut on. So it does nothing. The donut does absolutely nothing. It's just a fancy collar. It's just a stupid looking collar now. Then I tried getting one of my black t-shirts, cutting holes in it, and I tried to make like some sort of like baby grow. He bit that off, and then I've just ruined a t-shirt for no reason. So he looked like a pig in a blanket for like 5 minutes. So then for the next 2 weeks, I just sort of kept a very, very close eye on him and his balls, making sure that he never partied his balls like Moses partied the sea. And now he's fine. So there was no need to panic. So yeah, that also made me very happy. Another thing that made me really happy this week was I was scrolling through TikTok and up pops my best mate who had uploaded a video of him singing, and he's absolutely phenomenal. It just caught me off guard. I never knew that he sung. He used to sing sometimes on the PlayStation and stuff, jokingly, and I always said that he was decent, and he's obviously plucked up the courage to upload the video, and it's brilliant. He's phenomenal. Now we'll talk about some stuff that made me sad or down or not feel good. The first thing being, I'm definitely still recovering from the come down from a very, very busy spell. I feel as if in the music industry it is literally just ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs, and sometimes you can stay in that down for quite a while until you sort of get back out of it again, because you go from, I was gigging, I probably had at one point about 3 or 4 gigs a week, and then on top of that I was in the studio and I was working with a lot of people abroad, and then it just went to like 2 weeks of pretty much nothing. It's like you're doing these shows. Sorry. Sorry. It's like you do these shows, everybody's screaming your name, everyone's singing along, selling out venues, and then to go from that to just lying, scrolling through Netflix, like not able to find anything to watch. It's quite a fall. And from that, it's like there's part of my brain that sort of convinces me that everyone's just started hating me. I don't know why. It's just like there's this part of my brain that's like, that tries to tell me that people have went off me, or they don't like my music anymore, or I've said something and they don't like me anymore, or I'm just like annoying everyone. That's a part of my personality that I've had since I was a little boy, really. Even in school, any room that I walk into, I just instantly assume that everyone just hates me. I don't know why. This week there has been that sort of just like mild depression. The depression that's quite hard to explain. It's like my dad explains it as it's like the dark dog sitting in the corner of the room just staring at you. You don't know why you feel it. It's like this. It's just this low feeling that comes with sort of like self-doubt and like you're demotivated. You're really hard on yourself, really negative. You can't really see the bright side of stuff. You can't really see stuff working out. That's how I would describe that side of depression. This week it's just been mild. A couple of weeks back it was actually pretty bad, but I think this week it's been a little bit better because I've been going to the gym again. I've been sticking to a very strict diet and I've not slipped up, so I think that gives you the confidence to then sort of go on and achieve other stuff. This part of the video is about my achievements this week, so there has actually been a couple, which is pretty cool. I feel that's where I feel as if stuff like this or making this sort of series can really help, because I'm forced to basically acknowledge my achievements. I've never really been the type of person to achieve something and then sit back and admire it. My brain almost just sort of looks for the next thing to sort of achieve, and I'm not really given time to sort of be proud or feel good about myself for that thing that I've done. The first achievement this week was finishing writing the next single, not Mare in a Trench, but the next Again single that's coming out in 6 or 7 weeks time. And again, I love it. I'm writing music from like a completely different mindset now. Before I was trying to write music to people please, and whereas now I'm writing the music that I want to write. I'm creating the sounds that I want to hear, and funnily enough, I can see everyone gravitating towards that, because I think my excitement about making music again is almost like reciprocated, and you guys can probably feel that I'm genuinely excited about making the music that I'm making now and releasing it. The second achievement this week has been sticking to my diet and sticking to a very strict gym schedule for the full week, with absolutely no slip-ups at all. You know, I've been going into the gym and been giving it 100% each time. And now that brings me to my goals for next week. So, again, there's quite a few there. One of them being the song that I finished writing there, try and get that produced, finished, sent away and stuff. Another thing being just sticking to the gym, sticking to the diet, being strict with myself, just being disciplined. When I was in really, really good shape, I'd never felt better. I was running my 5Ks or more every single day, and I just wanted to keep going. Like it was like I never got tired, and I know how happy that made me feel when I was in really good shape. So it's a goal for next week to stick to the gym and stuff, but it's also a goal for forever. That brings us to the end. It was quite fun, actually. It was probably all over the place because my brain is a bit mental right now. My brain does go a bit mad sometimes, and like sometimes I can't really concentrate too much on what I'm saying, or sometimes I feel as if I don't articulate myself as well as I would like to at times. But again, that's what makes you human. In the comments down below, you don't need to, or you can make like a fake account, and if you're struggling with anything, please just post it in the comments below, and please everyone just sort of talk to each other, help each other. I want to create a community where, you know, I want to create a safe space, really, or in a place where everyone can come and talk about their mental health just openly. Like I always say that I'm trying to break the stigma when it comes to talking about mental health. I want to make it so that people talk about their mental health with the same ease that it would take to tell someone what you're having for dinner that night. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week for episode 2. Bye!